Welcome back, everybody. I'm Giles, and today we've got the Hisense U8N. So this is the follow-up to the U8K, the 2023 model. This is the 2024 model, and this TV promises to be even better than the year before, right? So there's a new chipset, so you're gonna have better brightness, better contrast. This thing's available in sizes from 55-inch to 100 inches. Yes, the Big Daddy, the 100-inch. And we're gonna tell you all about this TV today, so stick around. This is the 65-inch version of the television. It's mini LED. And to get started, let's talk about the exterior. So it has a nice thin bezel, has that premium look and feel to it, and then it has a nice single stand in the center. Now, if you go to the 100-inch model, it'll have 2 feet, but in this, it has a single. The stand is height adjustable, so if you need extra space for a soundbar, you can set it to the higher version. That introduces a little bit of wobble, no big deal, however, on that. And there is a channel in the back for cabling as well. Moving to the rear of the television, you'll see that it's made of plastic, and there's a large subwoofer grill here at the top. Most of the inputs are side-mounted, which makes it really easy for access. There are 4 HDMI ports. 2 of them are 4K 144, so all you gamers can rejoice out there. This also supports ARC, eARC for all of that functionality when you want to plug in that soundbar or some other external audio device. There are a couple of USB ports, your power, a SPDIF port, and then also LAN.
They say no.
From an OS perspective, this is running Google TV 12, and this is one of my favorite OSs for televisions. It's up there with Tizen from one of the competitors. I really like it. It's nice and snappy, works really well. There's some bloatware, of course. You can't really get away from that these days, but I found it really easy to add in all of the different apps that I need. Everything streams perfectly, and I find absolutely no need to add an external streamer in unless I just want to. The remote control is absolutely phenomenal. So it appears that it has like a brushed aluminum finish, although I can't tell if that's really aluminum or plastic. It looks good in any event. Backlit, has voice control, a really big step up, and has a bit of heft to it as well. So, 5 out of 5 stars on this remote control is really, really nice. Now let's talk about the picture. So this is mini LED, and in my opinion, is getting really, really close to OLED. The contrast is phenomenal. It's got 1600 backlighting zones. You do still get a little bit of blooming that you don't necessarily see on some higher end units out there, but the picture is absolutely gorgeous. HDR, high dynamic range on the TV, is absolutely stunning. You get somewhere around 3000 nits on the TV set, and for some folks that might even be too bright, but when you want that brightness, this television is able to deliver in a very spectacular way. The TV includes a number of different picture modes, but for me, the most natural, I think maybe the closest one, without actually doing a calibration and figuring those things out, is filmmaker mode. If you swap to there, I think most people are going to have a very satisfactory out-of-the-box experience with the television. For color gamut, this thing pretty much covers all of the DCI-P3 and almost all of the Rec 2020. Again, the brightness of the television is phenomenal. No problems viewing this television in daylight. However, I will say that from a reflection point of view, even while I'm filming this, I had to close some windows so that you're not getting a bunch of reflection here. So maybe not the best at reflection control, but the brightness of the television really makes up for almost all of that, and I've not had any particular issue with reflections while viewing the television. And like I said, I've used this daytime, nighttime with both SDR and HDR. I've put 40, 50 hours on the television already, just getting a feel for what it can do. And the pictures are absolutely gorgeous, and the black levels are stunning.
Let's go, man. Let's see what you got. Come get me.
Let's talk a little bit more about color and calibration. So I think at this price point, I don't think many people are going to be going out and saying, okay, I'm going to pay a calibrator big bucks to come in and get the color exactly perfect. So, as I said, the color is pretty darn good out of the box, particularly in filmmaker mode. However, it can be better. And if you do have access to tools that let you calibrate, you can make this look, just that next notch up. Other things that you can do are look for other people that have had the television calibrated and use it in a similar circumstance to you, and maybe copy those settings. But for me, I have not calibrated the TV and I'm very satisfied. Upscaling on the television is adequate. It can get rid of some of the 24p judder that you see coming off Blu-rays and DVDs, things like that. It's not the best processing in the world. However, I think at this price point, it's going to be completely adequate for most viewers out there. So nothing there really to notice other than it is capable. And for those lower quality input sources, it will up-res those just fine to view on the 4K panel. Now for your gamers, let's talk about response time. So response time is really good. However, things get a little weird when you get above 100 hertz. The TV does support all your different VRR rates that are available, so you don't have any compatibility issues there. But if you're going to try and push this thing to the max, might not be the best performing television. But I played plenty of Xbox on the TV and didn't notice any issues. Now, if you're a pro gamer, maybe not the best situation for you. However, I don't think this is going to be the television that a pro gamer is going to be using when they're doing their pro gaming. So I would say for all of you gamers out there, this is going to be completely adequate for your needs and gives you a really nice experience, particularly with all of the picture quality items. As far as input lag is concerned, I can't detect any, right? It's really, really fast. So from my perspective, pretty much you push the button and things happen, in my mind, at least instantaneously, right? So there's no concern for me around input lag on the set. Very nice. All of your common input resolutions from Xbox, PS5, PC, and all of the different consoles are supported. So there's not a console that you can't use with this. It's all HDMI connected, so you plug in and you're good to go. But all the resolutions are supported up to your 4K. Now let's talk about the sound. This is a television, and it does have a little built-in subwoofer, but this is going to nowhere approach the sound quality that you're going to get from a dedicated sound system. Even a sound bar is going to be head and shoulders better than what you get out of the televisions. I would look at investing in some type of alternative sound solution for this if you're looking for that immersive, impactful sound, and particularly if you're looking for surround sound. Obviously your TV is not going to be able to do that. So I would say your first upgrade once you put this TV into play would be some type of sound system for it. Now let's get down to some final opinions about the television. So all in all, I'm extremely impressed by the performance of the TV. I love the OS that they've got running. I've not had any issues with the set either. Hisense supports the TV. There are firmware updates from time to time to either improve or add functionality to the set. The question that I think most people are asking is, should they buy this or should they buy OLED? Now, on the extreme performance side, OLED is going to be better, right? That it just will be. Now, the gap between this technology and OLED has gotten really slim, and if you don't have a ton of money just burning a hole in your pocket, I think for the vast majority of users, unless you set the two TVs side by side, you really won't know the difference. Now, for the super enthusiasts out there that's had OLED for a long time, maybe this isn't the set for you. Maybe this would be for an additional bedroom. But I think for the vast majority of people out there, this set is going to give them everything that they need in a price point that's going to be very, very approachable. All right, that brings us to the end of the review of the new Hisense television. Remember, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things, and I'll see you in the next video.